Welcome to Perfectionist Fake Podcast.
Today is episode 1, part 4, and our guest member is
Detorius Howard.
This month's topic is family support. How would you say your family support is?
I would say I have a pretty good family support.
Okay.
What does your family support look like?
So I live with my aunt, and I also have my dad and my mom in the picture.
That's good.
Siblings?
I do have 2 siblings, my older sister and my younger brother.
Who would you say you're closer to?
Oh, I can't pick favorites.
So then they equally
secret.
contribute to your life.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has their own part.
Quote unquote.
Would you say family support is your strongest strength on the wheel?
I would say it's somewhere in the middle. It's not my strongest strength, but it's also not my weakest.
Okay.
And so, what's like an example you could give us about where family support was really strong in your life?
That's a good question.
Oh, or what's something where you realized something that just took you abroad and you were like, wow, I do have family support. Or maybe the opposite.
I'm active in a lot of community events, and having my family there to help me to spearhead them and be a part of that is really helpful.
Is there an event that you can recall that brought your family closer?
Yeah, in the moment, it didn't, because it was the time that my mom left me in the farmer's market, and
What?
she forgot about me. She had walked
Twins.
away from us, and she, I was looking at, blankets or something, and she forgot that I was in the blanket.
What?
You were in a blanket at a
Do you want to share?
At a farmer's market.
Wait, how old were you?
I was, maybe 7. And
Oh, okay.
No, I had
Now,
a
she
memory
didn't-
like that
My
too.
mom did that too to me. She left me at the store one time.
It was me and
Yeah.
my brother though. We were looking for toys and she left us for
I
a
was in the
second.
baby section, and some lady found me.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were bawling.
So what happened?
She wasn't very far away. She was just a couple of stalls down. But then she came back and she was like, oh no, hey, make sure you're right next to me. And ever since then, every time I'm in a store, we have to hold hands.
Right now. Oh, really?
Oh, that's sweet. That's
Aw.
cute.
I forgot my child.
Not to this day,
I'm not
but
letting you go anymore.
Wait,
Even there.
did your other siblings have to follow that rule too?
yeah, we all have to
did
stay
you ruin
together.
it for them?
That's really
wander
cute.
off?
Imagine you just see a family and you come in and
Handcuffs around them.
Tied together.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
I mean,
Well, that's a sweet story.
Is there a moment where you realize that your siblings are really close in your family support circle?
Yeah, when I was growing up, my sister always would help me with my homework. If I was confused about something, she would be the one that I would go to. Or when I needed help cooking something, my sister was always there.
Oh, what was a big event that you remember that you memorized that?
So, would you say you're closer to your siblings or your dad?
Or your parents?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, do you, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer. Is it a full family there?
My family's complex.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah, that makes
Gotcha. But at
right
the end
down
of
the family tree right now.
Right down the family tree.
Gotcha. But at the end of the day,
Are you closer to
every
your
one of them is
siblings?
there for you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Okay.
So,
So would you say you're closer to the older or younger parts of your family?
I would say it's equal. I have my moments with my siblings, and then I have moments with the older people in my family, and I feel like we all have our moments together.
okay.
That's good.
I guess that because, there are people who are closer with their parents or their older relatives, and then there's people who tell their siblings everything. Because, I don't know.
Yeah.
So holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving and all those that focus on bringing families together. Do you have a specific one that brings your family closest together?
My favorite is Christmas. Not because I like to receive the gifts, but in my family it's a big thing to give the gifts. So sometimes we don't even get the gifts, we just give them.
Do y'all play it's Secret Santa or elephant
White
something?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
White
White
elephant. White elephant. Do y'all play those?
Yeah, we don't do those. We do those for people outside of our family. My mom always says that she hates white elephants because it's just a way to give away gifts you don't like.
Amen to that.
We did that, and she's like, "This is your makeup," and I'm like, "It's not mine, Mom. I bought it."
I actually did a white elephant with one of my professors, Professor Corvera at TJC last year, and I think one of them ended up going home with a goldfish. A goldfish.
Like an
actual live goldfish. Because they brought one in a
Guys.
bag and they put one in. Yeah, well, that was something that like the class
That's
decided
actually-
to do.
That's
Like the
amazing.
teacher was like, you have 15 minutes of class to do that. And I think my friend, she ended up leaving with lottery tickets, and I left with like a sack of candy and like a stocking. So I thought that was the first time I ever played white elephant, because my family, traditionally, we don't actually celebrate Christmas with the whole Christmas gifts and everything, because we go to Mexico in December times. So usually we spend it like eating with the family or popping fireworks in Mexico. So I've never had the traditional like presents under a Christmas tree, run to it, open up the gifts. I've never done that.
Yeah,
That's
That's
I
why I'm
never went to that.
asking.
Because for us, it's the same thing. I'm always in Mexico during December, so what we do is we just like all get together. Like everybody makes their own thing. We make breakfast in the morning, and then later on at night we just make food. Usually like lasagna, pasta, and stuff like that.
But you don't do like the traditional like gift wrapping though?
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same
But
way.
we do El Dia de los Reyes.
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
kind of
Where's like the
La Rosca.
yeah, that's what it is. Where it's like you find
Where
the
you
baby in the
choke
bread.
and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't do that tradition either, but I know in a lot of families who do it, and I'm like, you know, that seems nice. Or they usually like go vacationing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the fact that someone got a goldfish for white elephant.
It was
Like,
cool.
I'm actually
Okay.
like, I'm stealing
You know-
that. I'm so sorry, but I'm stealing that.
I want to
No,
know
that's
how one
okay.
of your friends got a lottery ticket,
I don't
because that's
know.
illegal.
Womp womp.
Yeah, because you
Well,
have
like,
to
if
be
they're
of age
underage.
to buy one.
It's TJC.
It's a
Everyone's
mix.
over
Everyone was
18,
older.
yeah.
It was. I think me and Dad.
Well, I mean,
were-
I know, but if they bought it, that doesn't matter. But like, if she walks away,
We're getting
with it, isn't
sidetracked.
that illegal?
Oh, I think like just me and my friend were the only
Huh?
ones that were younger though. You know what I mean? Everyone else was
Yeah.
older age because we're taking early college courses. So.
Do you have any traditions that you do with your family that bring you closer?
Yeah, cooking is one big thing in my family that we do. I love to cook. I have a big passion for cooking, and I actually get it from my grandma and my sister, and it's a big thing in my family.
Okay, that's nice. So you can imagine like the bonding time would be nice.
What are traditional dishes y'all do, or like some familiar dishes where they'll go like, oh, the Notorious family's bringing this, or like for like me and my
A
grandma,
signature dish.
or the Howard family. My bad.
You're good.
Cause for me, I know my grandma. She's like really known for her mole. So like when she brings her mole, they're always like, yo, grandma's bringing the mole. You know.
Yeah.
So like, what's a dish that y'all are like known for?
For me specifically, a lot of people like when I cook burgers.
Oh.
Okay. You make them like from scratch?
Yeah, I make the meat myself,
No,
and then
no.
I put the seasonings in them.
Okay, Norris.
But you didn't bring any.
You hear your stomach growl. What's it called? What about baking? Y'all
Do you bake?
Baking, I recently baked brownies, and my family loves to eat my brownies. I usually don't get any of them.
I tried to do that one time and they came out really hard.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know they were brownies.
I used to forget to spray the pan, and so I would have my siblings would spray the pan for me to make sure that I sprayed the pan.
So they come off.
I will say like one thing in like my family that I'd love to do, because I live with my grandparents and they're Hispanic, right? So they're more of cooking, not baking. They don't do like using the oven, doing cupcakes or cakes. But I've always wanted to bake. Like I've always had a passion for baking because I see how many people have fun, and plus I'm a sweets person. Like it's kind of bad. Like I probably might get diabetes in the future, but I'm a very straight like sweets person. And I would love to bake, and I'm not able to bake with my family. So I know that in the future, when I have a family of my own, I'd like to bake with them because I feel like that's a cute tradition. Like in crazy, you know, TikTok how they have like those like aesthetic ones where
Like
the
Norris Smith.
families, yeah, like Nara's, yeah, Smith, the lady.
She looks like she's having so much fun doing all of that.
Yeah.
And it like takes hours. I'm like, your kids are hungry, you know? Hurry up with those cookies.
But like I've seen those videos where like the kids are like helping the mother like bake some cookies, and they have like dough.
Sorry.
They have dough in the background.
My makeup.
Sorry.
That they can't see, y'all.
So when I was younger, like meeting up for sports with my family and like with my sister and going to our soccer games and everything, it was really important. Like, you think you have something like that as well with your siblings?
Yeah, I'm not really active in sports, but for my sister, it was always nice to see her because she was a honey badger in our middle school, and so she was on the cheer team. And then for my younger brother, he plays baseball and football, and he's like really young for that. So, and he's really good at it. At least that's what he'll tell you.
How old is he?
He's 8.
Oh, okay.
He started playing when he was 6.
I just ask, what's a honey badger?
So it's basically just the cheer team, but she had like a rank.
Okay. What school does she go to?
Well, she's graduated now.
Oh,
Or
so
what
you're,
school did-
are you a middle
did she go
child?
to?
I'm a middle child.
Oh.
Do you think that affects the way you like see family support? Like you like.
I
do you
don't think
you
it.
get most?
Yeah, I don't
There's a
think it
stereotype.
changes the way that I view family support. I feel like my family support's the same. I do think that all of us are loved equally by our parents.
Oh, see,
great.
because I hear the like misconception of like the middle child is always treated differently.
Neglected.
Yeah.
Because it's like either the oldest they're more worried about because they're going off to college, and the youngest is like the baby of the family. So the middle's just there, you know.
Yeah.
That's nice to hear. You don't feel that way.
My younger brother, he's definitely is the baby, but it's just because he literally is the baby.
Aww. But do you feel like at the end of the day, like your family equally, like is involved in each of y'all's lives?
Yeah, they care about all of us equally.
What activities are you involved in which your family are there to support you?
So I'm more involved in like sources of strength, and as well as I'm a teen ambassador now, and they're very helpful in those events.
Okay. Some nice accomplishments.
So how would you say your family supports you being in ECHS and everything? Are they supportive of your dreams?
Yeah, specifically my aunt. She was one of the main people who pushed me to apply and helped me to get into ECHS.
Mine too.
Yeah, mine too. Especially my mom. She was like, "You're going there."
Yeah.
You have a
So
choice.
she didn't really support you. She made.
Yeah, she forced you.
I mean, it's
It's
kind
like
of
tomato.
benefits me.
No, I just kind of ended up here. I
Yeah.
just kind of ended up here. I just,
Oh, he said I just took the genius
it
question.
just happened.
My
They just
dad-
called me, you know. It just happened.
My dad, he was very helpful in pushing me to get good grades when I was in middle school, and that very much helped me to be able to see myself higher.
So do you think your family support is like mostly leveled on like academics, or is there like a certain genre in which you could say your family, or certain like topic or like section in which your family support would be the strongest? I'm sorry, do you understand that?
No.
I'm sorry. It's just like, I don't know, like you were talking about your siblings like sports games or like your academics or extracurriculars, because I feel like for me that really varies a lot.
Yeah, I would say that my family definitely does a good job at being there.
Do you say that's something that you realize maybe one of those moments you might have taken for granted, or knowing that your family, because like have you ever seen, because I know for me my family support's not the strongest, right? But when I because I used to do theater as well, when I would do theater, I know that one of my friends who brought me into theater, her mom would always show up to her recitals with like a bouquet of flowers and be like, "Oh, I'm proud of you, baby, like you did amazing." And my dad never showed up to any one of those, and it was one of those things where like when the parents, after like one act plays, when the parents would come and like be with their children, I just kind of stood to the side because I never had my family, so I kind of recognized like other people, because then there were also some kids that were like, "Dang, my mom didn't bring me any gifts," and I would always just want my parents to be there. So like, have you ever had like experienced one of those moments where you're like, "Wow, my family's here for me at this moment"?
Yeah, I was also in theater in middle school, and I feel like that's a good thing to talk about chosen family. My middle school counselor was and still is a person that I would consider a part of my chosen family, because he was there for me throughout theater and helping me to get my first suit for a play and getting my outfits together, running my lines and everything like that. And he's still a person that's there for me in my life.
So like a mentor that you had.
Yeah, he's also a mentor for me.
That's nice. That's nice.
And you said you were part of the teen ambassador or Texas ambassador thing, and I know that they have to like travel outside and stuff. How does your family feel about that?
Yeah, so actually when I went to fall orientation for the Teen Ambassador program, it was my first time going on a plane, and I did it by myself.
Oh, wow.
And while I could definitely tell that it made all of my family super scared, because it was my first time to be in a plane or be that far away without anybody with me, but they were also very proud of me for taking that big step on my own.
That's good.
Would you say that they were like, when you first mentioned it to them, they were like, "No way, like you're staying here," or were they all like for it, like, "Okay, Torius, like what do we gotta do?"
Yeah, they were definitely for it, but I could tell that they were still nervous about me leaving them behind.
Yeah.
And while you were gone, did your parents like constantly call to check up on you or anything like that?
Yeah, I remember one time I was in the airport and I had a really long conversation with my aunt because she was asking, "Are you okay? Are you safe? Is there somebody with you?"
Oh.
So she was checking up on me a lot to see that I was okay, and we had a good conversation and I told her I was safe and no, I'm not going to do bad things while I'm in San Antonio. I promise I'll come home.
Wait, so I noticed that you said your aunt. So you have like family members that are like genuine close family outside of your family circle, correct?
Yes.
So this the Tyler ambassador thing, is that something your family bragged about to other family members?
Most certainly, yeah. And even outside of my family, people were bragging about it. When I was at school, I had heard people who saw it on the news and things like that. And so even outside of my family, I had a lot of support there.
That's really sweet. Do you feel like family support is really important in your life?
I would say so, yeah.
And do you feel like family support plays a part in who you are today as a person?
Yeah, I feel like that would be the case for most people because your family's like what brings you up and that's what gives you who you are.
Your morals and your values.
Yeah. And how do you think your life will change once you become more independent of your family?
It'll definitely be a hard change because I'm really close with my family, so moving away is going to be hard for me. But I feel like that's going to be a point in my life where I'll have to lean on a different source in the wheel.
I understand that. And like, you know, what advice would you give to someone who probably doesn't have the strongest, family support?
I would definitely say that you can find your strength in another point in the wheel.
Okay, it's a nice answer. Well, that wraps up this episode, and thank you for joining us in this episode, part 1, episode 1 and part 4 of the Perfectionist Fake podcast. Make sure to tune in next week for episode 2, part 1.
Bye. Bye. Oh, yeah, that's like a thing we do. We just like
yeah.
Just the hand wave.
It's a tradition. We wave to the mic because, like,
Because on the first one we all waved, but
because we all got the
Yeah.
jitters.
we're not being recorded, so.
No one knows.
It's like a cute tradition, just to like, wave it out. You already stopped it, right?